wanted to keep that same tempo, same feel as your original demo, which sounded like this. Hey, have you had a listen to my new single, Freight Train Going South? We're going to break it down. I wrote it with Si Si The Philanthropist.
Hello.
He had the idea. You sent it to me, didn't you?
I did. I sent you a minute and a half. A strummy guitar.
It's got lots of bells and whistles on it. It literally is a train ride. It's literally got a train whistle on it. It's a good whistle.
It's a perfect whistle. You could tell.
When you first sent me that demo, it was that pulse of the acoustic guitar that first got me. It kind of reminds me of a train in a way, straight away.
Maybe subconsciously that was the vibe, yeah.
And then the electric comes in. Everything on the song was pretty much recorded in here. It was mixed by the amazing Damian Cafarella. But played cleaner than that. And the electric was actually played on this, which was a guitar sent to me actually from the amazing PMD Guitars from Edinburgh. Saw me play and sent me a guitar.
It's
but
awesome.
it's got a great Bigsby. It looks very Black Sabbath with a dash of bling, but pretty much all of the guitar on this record is recorded through this guitar. Even though this is a very aggressive looking SG, it actually sounds like the most luscious, hollow body, full, warm tone. Yeah. It's my favorite guitar. PMD Guitars, look them up. It was my favorite guitar, I dropped it. What's the bass sound like?
Oh, awesome.
It's kind of shooting for a pretty clean tone, but I really like hearing the springs of the string.
The string. That's what I was going to say. I love hearing the guitar, not the amp, when it comes to bass.
Do you know what else is in there? Drums. It's pretty simple. Four to the floor.
Oh, there you go.
There's a bit of simple.
Pardon me, sir.
We're up to the vocal.
I'm sick and tired of hanging around.
One of the huge parts of this song for me is your backing vocals, which was a great part of the original demo. There's this wash to size voice, this beautiful husk.
I'm sick and tired of hanging around.
I think Damian Cafarella.
It's cosmic.
Yeah, it's cosmic. He's used a diffuse reverb, a generative or a granular kind of generative reverb kind of there, because it just never ends.
Sick and tired of hanging around.
And this is where it really comes together.
There's a freight train going south.
You recognise Si?
It's good.
It's
Sounds
good.
I didn't know I could sing.
The freight train going south.
Can you hear there's extra atmospheres? It's provided by this in the chorus. Some keys.
That sounds cool on its own.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's a freight
It's pretty low at this point.
going south.
So just behind you is a bit of a rack of synths. I would have used one of those to get a bit of a nice washy warbly tone. Can you hear that?
It's cool.
I basically had this idea that piano, ding, 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 you had a sort of part in your demo like that.
Key.
It sounds like a train crossing.
Oh yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. And I wanted in the
Australian
mix.
train crossing.
Yeah, ding, 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 like, have a listen.
shut your
And here it flicks from one side to the other. I wanted it to sound like a train moving. And it was recorded on the piano just here. Pedal here.
Sounds just like it.
It's just like it, just like a train. Do people care? I don't know. It's interesting.
That synth makes it summertime or something. It's
The what? The synth. Yeah. The whole record that this is on, The Four Seasons, is is pretty trippy. And there's quite a lot of synth for a country record. We're coming up to one of the big surprise packets, the entry of the horn section in the bridge.
first class cabin to climb on board. No one
These were played by the amazing Liam McGorry. Live in this room, he layered them up. It's just trumpet. That last note, can you hear how it goes up? I wanted on that last note for it to have an extra impact. So I actually pitch shifted one of the low trumpets to create an extra high note for the very last, the end of it.
I have to play it.
That very last note is actually just one of the trumpet parts pitch shifted up an octave to create a bit of a grand finale. In the mix, it sounds like this.
Once you ride this train, you ain't gonna wanna ride trains no more.
Great delay on my vocal there to lead into the next section. Nice work, Damian.
Wanna ride trains no more.
The train whistles back with the train as well. I say make it what's on the tin. If it's a song about a fucking train, put a train in there. You can hear a bit of the steel coming in here too. Matt Kelly is playing a bit of steel in this stem. And there's lots of chorus.
It's cool. Snare was introduced in that.
In the bridge, yeah. Yeah. I actually put a Abbey Road ATD Real stereoizer on the overhead for the drum. Again, to create that sort of train crossing sound. That in the mix, it's like this.
First class cabin to climb on board.
We're almost there, folks. The rhythm is augmented by a bit of percussion too. You like that?
It's so wooden. It's almost primary school.
Here we go.
Reminiscent.
Excuse me, Lord. I've been trying.
I love that horn line there. This next bit is just heavenly.
It reminds me of TV promos, like with the guys on the typewriter and flings the
Oh yeah. Like
TV channel
80s sitcom
80s
intro sort of.
Yeah. It's a bit Battle of the Planets too.
Yeah.
But it always adds class.
Yeah.
Horns always add a touch of.
It's funny, I didn't really have any of the horns written. I just sort of had ideas and I like to play the song, listen to it, and then I'd sing the parts to Liam. Liam's incredible at kind of playing parts by ear. I'd say to Liam, standing next to me, can you go pop, 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 and then I want a harmony above it. And then I remember saying, can you play ba 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 ba, and I sort of sing the notes, and next thing you know, it's coming out of his horn. No innuendo intended. We're heading into the home stretch here. This is where the song picks up. I think the drums sort of take it there. There's an interesting effect going on in there.
It doesn't sound like the song.
It sounds, maybe that's the stereoizer that I've put on it in what I gave to him, but it sounds weird and good. Another highlight of this bit is your backing vocals, Si.
Yes.
Train, freight, train going south. Hey, there's a freight train going south.
Matt Kelly on steel, bringing it home. A lot of people have asked me about this final note. Going south.
There's a freight train going south.
You can hear when it's isolated. There's all kinds of edits, and you know, I do my vocal edits really quick. Yes, it's pitch shifted. It was another take I did, and I'm like, oh, I think I want it to go down a few notes. Let's just try pitch shifting it. And the actual pitch shifting, though I can kind of hit that going, so I can hit it, not that hard, but the pitch shift sounded so good, I thought I'd just go with it.
Going south.
That's actually a really bad edit in there.
There's a freight.
But I'd never let editing get in the way of my creative flow, you know. A multitude of sins are hidden in the final mix.
There's a freight train going south.
When you just can choose combos, like live remix.
Yeah.
Just bass, horn, synth, or, you know.
Bass, horn, synth, you got it. Bass, horns, synth, remix for Si. Thanks for going through this with me, Si.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Freight Train Going South. Have a listen to the whole song now that you know its parts. The sum of them is much better, I promise.